Go live. Here we go. And we're going. Welcome back to Chain of Yggdrasil. Doing a deep dive on the Digimon Brave Hearts rules. It is me, Storm. It is Yare.
Hi.
And it is Zell.
Yeah. No, save that for tomorrow.
There you go. So tomorrow is a big day because we're doing the rewind one shot. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be going further into the rule set for Digimon Brave Hearts. Real quick, what are you doing audio check?
I was like, just close down the tab to get the pop out. Hold on.
Yamano!
Say something, Zell?
Pineapple.
Zell.
Waffle.
Okay, we're good.
Man, I love waffles.
I hate the sound of my own voice. It's why I don't do the sound checks often. Ugh.
I too hate the sound of my own voice. Too nasally.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Damn, you didn't have to agree that fast.
And about me.
So, let's start with the basics. There are, at last count, I think 12 subclasses. Might be 9. I forget. But there's only one class in Braveheart so far. That might change with time. So, give it a minute. But for now, at least, these are the subclasses that I plan to release immediately for play. They don't have real proper names outside of just technical terms I found online that I thought fit it. That I'm probably going to change them at some point. Or at least find terms that work better. So first we have the Firewall Programmer, which is somebody... Like, case in point, the subclass is called Firewall Programmer, but the theme for this one is reprogramming your chips. I see what I was going for before, but damn, I kind of missed the mark.
Yeah. You did.
Damn, you didn't have to agree that fast, you know? At level 3, you gain proficiency in Hack. If you already have this proficiency, you may choose one extra skill from mine to take that proficiency in. All the subclasses share that trait. They will give you a special skill, and if you're already proficient in that skill, you can choose something else. Your level 3 ability is reprogram chips. Once per turn, using your bonus action, you can temporarily hack a digichip, causing it to lose its normal ability in exchange for creating a powerful temporary program that can perform one of the following actions. This does not count as a hack action. One Digimon in your League 2 gains a +5 to their next attack roll. One Digimon in your League 2 gains a +5 defense until their next turn. One Digimon in your League 2 gains +1d8 HP. Once the program is used, the expended chip goes back to normal. Otherwise, they last for roughly 5 minutes, up to 5 rounds. You can make these hack programs a number of times equal to your mind modifier +1. You regain all uses of this ability at 8 a.m. So, the obvious intention here is to pull up with a wide variety of chips and then further that arsenal by gaining access to what are effectively a couple rank 5 chips and a heal. So you don't need to carry that many chips in order to get good effects. It also means that you can potentially stack certain chips in order to get extra bonuses. Like, this effect would stack well with a chip that increases their attack roll already for what would essentially be a +9 before any other modifier. And then at level 6, we got Rig Digichip. You learn how to program chips. Actually, hold on. Before I move on, what say you two to that to that ability as a subclass? How does it feel?
I'm not against it, but I'm also still needing to have to wrap my head around the chip, like, economy, because I haven't
Yeah.
really interacted with it yet.
No, that is totally valid.
I'm gonna learn.
Like, to me, I feel like, yeah, if you go this route, you go rely on programs.
Yeah,
File
you're
a program.
either going to be relying on programs or it's going to be all or nothing with the chips. Because this only
Yeah.
takes a bonus action, so it's not your normal action, so you can still use chips with it. Man, designing a subclass feature that directly contradicts the core aspects of the game. Imagine that, he said, looking
Yeah.
over a previous document.
It's like rules are made to be fucked with.
Yeah. And then at level 6, you get even more with the Rig Digichip ability. You learn how to make programs. You learn how to program chips to work as traps and detriments. You gain 3 new types of reprogrammed chip. One Digimon you link to gains the following ability until the end of their next turn. A Digimon who successfully deals damage to this Digimon has his speed reduced by half and his body modifier reduced by 5 for 2 turns. By the way, that's not stat, that's modifier. It turns
That
your
would
Digimon.
probably. I say a flat 5 needs to be changed.
You think that's too powerful? It's for, bear in mind, it's for level 6.
Yeah. Because what do you? Because level 6 is ultimates, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, very least, actually, 1 turn would probably be better than that. It's just supposed to be a temporary. You hit this thing, you are now. You
Yeah,
punch
that's
the
what I'm trying
cactus.
to. I'm like, at that point, because we're talking ultimates, we're talking about a 20 odd in defense anyway. Almost a 20 defense.
Yep.
Yeah, if they lose 5, they're going to be much more easily hit.
Not to mention, it does require it has to be successfully dealt damage by a Digimon, which means if it was from, like, say, if it was from, like, an effect of a Digimon, it wouldn't work properly because, okay, so, like, case in point, if Dark Tyrannomon made a bunch of fire squares and then the Digimon walked into those fire squares, it wouldn't go off because it wasn't dealt damage by Tyrannomon, it was the fire square.
However, if this one can hit multiple times in a single attack, that might proc it. Like,
Okay,
take,
I
Have a
agree
limit
with.
of it only being triggering once per round.
like for example, Healimon can stack 3 times.
Yeah.
And has,
Black Gas Salomon, Heather's Black Gas one can do that too. So.
Yeah.
With Lightning Ball.
Um.
And Digimon get multi-attack later.
I did specify this only lasts for 1 turn.
Yeah,
Right, but if you can hit multiple times in a turn.
That basically makes it so you definitely got hit.
Yeah, let's see.
If you limit it to it only triggers once per turn.
5 once per turn. There we go. That's better.
Yeah, and until the end of their turn, this ability only triggers once per turn.
Yes. And then the other 2 are a lot more simple. One Digimon you're linked to loses 5 defense. One Digimon you're linked to becomes afflicted with a status condition of your choice. You must declare the condition.
Oh, Trick also set the until their next turn bit.
They'll have that. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. Never mind.
So the -5 defense. Yeah.
Until the end of their next turn. And
actually, end of their next turn or start of your next turn?
I prefer end of their turn. Makes it a lot easier to keep track of.
Yeah, I was just thinking it gives everybody a full round to set that off then, but to use that.
That's true. But wait, wouldn't it happen the other way too if it were on your next turn?
Not always. So, for example, if I know you're not this subclass, but if Sirius were to use it, and Heather went after the target Digimon,
I see your point.
Heather wouldn't be able to take advantage of that as the brute forcer. So it wouldn't have that party synergy as well if it weren't until the start of Sirius's next turn, for example.
Let's say until the end of your next turn.
Yeah, you're using your action to use the chip. Yeah, fair.
Oh no, it's a bonus action, remember?
Yeah, bonus action to change the chip, but an action to actually use the chip, right?
Yeah.
So it's using your action bonus action that turn to set up. So then you get a turn chance to use it yourself, trigger the effect yourself on the turn after.
Yeah. Yep, that'll
Yeah.
do it.
Sorry, I'm just trying to.
No,
I
you're
know
good.
exactly what this is for, but I sound like I'm being the nerd here.
I'm trying to
No,
poke holes
but
in
it
this
also
strictly.
seems like I'm being the pedantic shit out of this, and it's like,
no, everybody be a
this is what I'm here
shit
for.
about this. I need this.
This is what I'm here for.
And then the last one Digimon you're linked to becomes afflicted with a status condition of your choice. You must declare the condition on chip creation. So any of those chain themed chips that Blake has, Panic Chain, Burn Chain, you can just make those on command.
Fun.
I feel this is broken somehow. If you can just unlock something like sleep or something.
Maybe based on have a limit of what tier you can. I mean, it's once per combat. Keep in mind, like it's once per combat, and maybe put a limit on what tier you can make.
Well, actually, that's a good point.
But I think it being once per combat it makes it fine. Like it locks down for like a turn or two, but like.
Let me status condition of your choice. If I say until the start of your next turn,
no,
that
sorry, I
kinda
thought it
defeats
was
the
level
purpose of
9.
that one.
Oh
no, this isn't the level 9. This is still the level 6.
Yeah, sorry, this is a number of times equal to my modifier plus 1.
And they only last for 5 minutes.
Yeah, I see what else coming out on this one.
Saving throw.
Yeah, having a.
Let's say what stat does this one use? It's a
Mine.
Yeah.
mind. Let's say mind saving throw.
Yeah, there being a saving throw involved, I think, helps here.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
DC
If it just happens, that's
8
terrifying.
plus.
Yeah, but if you can just
Proficiency
make extra
plus.
chips if the idea is you're making extra chips to inflict them, yeah, having them save for it is fine. Because like the chips themselves have saves involved, right? Like the chains.
Yeah.
Then yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
Okay.
It also fits in if you're making the chain chips that these have to do anyway, because it's just making the chip.
Yeah. And then we come to level 9, Counter Program. You've incorporated hacking into a skill set and unlocked a fearsome new ability. When a Digimon you're not linked to uses a Digichip or program, you can make a hack check with a DC of 12 plus the Digimon level. On a success, you overwrite the program or Digichip with one of your reprogrammed chips. You use this feature once per combat.
That seems slightly weak.
It does, until you remember these ones. Specifically, these two. Where one Digimon you're linked to loses 5 defense, and one Digimon you're linked to makes a saving throw or becomes afflicted with a status condition. So the idea is, hey, my opponent's about to buff themselves. I'm going to switch it for this one so that instead it does something bad.
Again, it still seems.
This one's once per combat, at least.
Most of them are.
Yeah. This one's powerful, but it's also a literal Hail Mary. Because you can also fail.
Yeah. These level 9 abilities are supposed to be your ultimates, pretty much. These are abilities where if you succeed, if it has a saving throw, you will get a massive effect. And a lot of the other effects that don't require a saving throw are pretty good. Like with
Okay.
this, imagine if your opponent used All Force Speed and you switch that out to make their Digimon lose 5 defense.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can see it.
Yeah, there's limited. Like, it is super powerful, but there are limitations.
Yep. Especially because at level 9, that's going to be DC 12 plus Digimon level. You'll probably have a decent modifier, but you'll be facing more than likely Mega level Digimon. Maybe even higher. So
Yeah.
imagine a DC
Because
of
9 is when you hit Mega yourself, so.
Yep. So imagine a DC of 18 to 19. That's still hard to hit, even with like extra modifiers.
Mm.
And that's the Firewall program. Next, we come to the System Hacker, which is I've had to rework this more than once. There's a lot I want to do here. Not a lot I actually can. At level 3, you gain proficiency in hack. If you already have this proficiency, yada yada. Hack to Digivolution. When a Digimon you're linked to Digivolves, you may spend a Digipoint to choose one stat modifier, and instead of gaining a +3, it gains +5. This bonus lasts until a D-Digivolves, and you can use this a number of times equal to your Mind modifier, which recharges every day at 8 a.m. You can only have one hack Digimon at a time. And this one's pretty straightforward. You're just choosing a quality about your Digimon and saying you're better at that now. If Blake were not a
Yeah.
Digidestined, this is what he would be.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty good ability.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just generically good. And it only gets better. At level 6, they gain Hack Attack. When a Digimon you're linked to attacks a Digimon, you can expend a D point to give them advantage on all attacks for the duration of their turn. Which, again, just generically good.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to extend that to 2 because of the D point economy that I set up now. Make it a little bit easier to run out of there.
Understandable.
And then, for the last one, Digital Monstrous Power. You hack your partners into their strongest incarnation. You can give up a turn of Tamer actions to increase the modifiers of all Digimon you're linked to by 3 until the end of combat. You can only use this feature once per combat.
Gross. Fun.
I cannot wait to have the maximum hack Digivolution and Digital Monster on the same Digimon.
If at level 9, you're going to be facing a bunch of super strong stuff. So a +3, that's essentially just adding an extra stage onto everything you're linked to. The trick is getting a hold of a Digivice that'll be able to connect to multiple Digimon at once like that without running out of space.
Because that's less a thing in all those parts. Because we're doing an ancient quest, but players giving us a weird device that lets us do that.
Yeah. I'm curious of when we get the chance to upgrade our devices.
Oh, there's going to be, in this setting, there are a lot of Digivices that you can get. The problem is going to be affording them.
Yeah.
I imagine this is also a downtime switch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There are also a lot of things you can do to afford them in Brave Hearts. Like, there's a whole quest system. We'll get to that.
Cool.
But overall, how does this subclass sound? Just like generically good?
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
What it does, it
Like-
does good.
Like, you picked up on the one concern I had immediately,
Woohoo!
which was the D point cost.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, let's fix that.
Unlimited power.
Unlimited!
Unlimited.
I might assign more D point costs to other abilities in exchange for other things because I want to use that more, especially since effectively the D point pool just doubled. I want to give them more like reasons to use their D points than just Digivolution. You know?
Fair.
But Now we move on to the file analyst, which is a very short subclass compared to the others. You have proficiency in analyze, yada yada. Precious bonds is their first level 3 ability. You have a deep personal bond with your Digimon, have an extra pool of Digipoints to expedite their growth. This pool is equal to your soul modifier +1 and resets every day at 8 a.m. So,
Just extra deep points on top of your normal, or is this a specific separate pool?
this is extra D points on top of your normal.
Okay.
Your whole thing here is just you have the power.
Yeah.
No, totally. It was just like when you. Oh, you got the power. Sorry. When you say you have a pool of extra Digipoints to do something, it's just like, is this separate to the normals? Yeah, like it's just clarity.
Yep. And then their level 6 ability is Digivolution Frenzy. The turn on Digimon link to you Digivolves, they have advantage on the first attack they make that turn. So they come out swinging.
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
I might extend that to the rest of the turn because action economy.
I mean, my concern is Hack Attack is spending 2D points to do that.
Valid? I think the drawback here is that, like, Hack Attack, you can do that on any turn. This is only the turn they did evolve.
Yeah, that's
So-
why I'm. Yeah, I think you can make that all attacks first turn, especially later on when you're getting multi-attack.
Yeah.
And I think for free only on the first turn counteracts the
Yeah,
cost for any turn.
get advantage on every attack they make until.
Because it's only when it digivolves too, so.
Yeah. Until. The end.
So, okay, so. Mm, so a note I have.
Mhm.
This is also supposed to be about reducing costs of like special attacks and stuff.
Yes.
Like it literally says in the description, there is no ability that reduces the cost of their special attacks.
No, that was like I said, it's been a while since I updated the
No, that's why I'm
but I get what you
bringing it up.
mean.
Like it has reduced costs on it. Well, it doesn't actually reduce costs on Digivolution either. Oh no, there's the burst Digivolution does that. It just gives you more D points and makes their special attacks more powerful when they digivolve, but it doesn't reduce the cost of them.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to rework the descriptions for them. But that was the original thing I was going for with this class before I updated them all. And ever since then, they've just like gone in wildly different directions from what I intended.
Oh, totally, and that's It's
Like,
just like either we change one of the abilities to do something along that, or we just change or reminder to change the description.
I'll leave a reminder for myself to change the descriptions.
Also, typos bothering me. There we go.
Yeah, if you want to put something, put it on level 6, or like maybe reduce on that turn the Digivolve, maybe reduce the cost by 1.
So,
Yeah, advantage on first attack and a reduced cost on all attacks for that turn is pretty good.
I can do that. That sounds fun.
On the turn they digivolve.
Next, pause. 0 points. Yeah. There we go.
Oh, 0? Okay.
The turn it's a one turn thing. So unless you're going to be going stage by stage to really milk that for all it's worth, you're only going to be getting it for the one turn. And I can't imagine anybody would want to go to champion, then ultimate, then mega when they're fighting against Piedmon, you know?
Yeah, I'm trying to balance that against Hack Attack at the moment because it's visible for me, and I'm like, is that stronger than? Is that much stronger than Hack Attack?
You know what? I could always introduce a cost to it, if only for the sake
No,
of.
I think if we change the advantage back to just the first attack, I think we're fine.
Uh,
Like advantage on first attacks, all special attacks have 0. I think that's about fine for power.
Yeah.
How are you thinking about? What are you thinking about that, Zell?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
first. Okay.
And
their
especially
special
if plus
attacks
the
costs-
0 points into the other thing. Yeah.
Perfect. And then you have Burst Digivolution. If a Digimon you're linked to is facing a Digimon at least one stage above them, they may Digivolve on your turn without paying the cost. And if they can Digivolve higher, Digivolve again on the same turn. But you only use this feature once per combat. The idea for here is a pseudo warp Digivolution, because it's not as if every single like group is going to get their hands on the warp Digivolution program, since it takes up a slot.
Fair.
With that in mind, I'm unsure if I should leave it like this or if I should add something else to it, because like it feels like they should be able to use their points for something, you know? All those extra points they've got.
Yeah, at level 9, at minimum, it's like a lot.
It's gotta
Like-
be good. It's gotta be good.
Here's the thing: you're getting a 2 or 3 stage bump for not spending D points.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, there has to be something. Like,
I think that's pretty big on its own. Like you are being able to save like 6 D points.
yeah, fair.
Yeah, this one is pretty much
It's what it's
D-point
2 points
piggy
per
bank.
stage.
Yeah. So that would be like 4 D points you would have to blow through.
Possibly 6.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like that's pretty good. Especially when you've got multiple Digimon.
Yeah, especially.
And their special attacks would cost 0 that turn, because that would be the
Turn,
they Digivolve.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah. Well, yeah.
Excellent. And then we come to a subclass that is near and dear to us, the Brute Forcer.
The boy. Well, the girl, actually, but the boy. Also the boy, actually, because Corbin is one too.
Woo! Proficiency in sleight of hand, and the usual proficiency thing. Their level 3 ability is...
So a slight question of this. Why sleight of hand?
It was the first one that came into mind when I thought of body, but I was
Well,
thinking of
we
switching
added
it over
combat.
to athletics. That is true. I think I'm gonna...
You have combat as a skill.
Yeah,
now.
that is very true. I think I might just... I can understand for File Shuffler, but for Brute Forcer, not combat.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that one's a note I needs to make.
Just like, huh?
It's it's the same skill as Brute File Shuffler, which is confusing in itself. B, I sleight of hand on Brute Forcer? On the
Yeah.
punch class?
Yeah, I get where you're going.
Especially
I
when we
see.
have the combat skill.
Especially for something that's supposed to be upfront personnel.
Exactly.
Personnel kid.
Like, we have a skill that makes you good at punch. Why we not make the punch class good at punch?
Yeah. So we come to the level 3 ability. It's fighting time. You're supposed to fight
Yeah,
alongside
honestly.
Oop, go ahead.
So go ahead.
You aspire to fight alongside your Digimon to deepen your bonds. When you or a Digimon linked to you were attacked, for that attack roll, you double your body modifier. You may use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency modifier and regain all uses on a long rest.
Victory fine. Like,
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with it. Like, it's... I have missed through it.
Yeah.
I missed through it on that Sin Eater. Data Sin. Wow, the Final Fantasy 10 brain rot.
Mm.
You know, a game I haven't played in years. No, I missed on that data level, that mega level Data Sin.
Oh yeah, it's
During a
definitely,
fighting time.
I definitely feel like this is one of the fairest abilities that I've designed, just by virtue that
It's super clean.
it's good, it can whiff, it changes how you play, but only as far as I need to hit this. I need to make sure that I hit this. I'm going to use one of my uses of this ability so I potentially hit. And then it only gets better when you get to the level 6 ability, Battle Fervor. When you or a Digimon you're linked to lands an attack against a target, You may expend a number of D points to deal that many D6 of physical damage. You may only do this a number of times per hit equal to your level. So if you're level
This
3,
could get nutso.
oh yeah. Especially if you've got multi-attack or whatnot. Granted, you're going to drop in D points, so you better be prepared if there's another fight coming
Yeah.
after this.
Oh,
But
right.
if you are,
Yeah.
you could like do a bunch of damage.
Especially
Yeah,
if you
this is-
crit.
Nice.
Yep.
If you
Yeah, this
quit,
is
you just
nasty.
delete something.
Yeah, no. You pop this on crits.
Oh,
This
absolutely.
is a pally smite.
This is malicious, is what it is.
Dude, this is a smite.
I
It's
I
the
think
new
we've already talked about
smite.
this one because I remember this being different.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it was-
it used to be a lot different.
Yeah, possibly
Yeah, I remember
regaining
talking
D
about
points.
this.
Yeah, something about regaining D points.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. And then the problem is I'm not using a super ton of D points for it for things. I say that before getting Petermon's sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It
that's why I continue.
It also depends on how many D points you have, because I did make it so that
True.
there are certain personalities that will extend your cap without having to do anything. So,
Ancient Crest Heather does not have that.
well, we haven't applied the new changes yet, so you might get it after
Right.
we're done. We'll see.
True.
But the normal cap is 10, and that can go up to 15. So once a day,
Yeah,
you've got
I think it's 15 at the level we get this at.
Oh, that's nasty. That's 15 D6 a day that you can just stack onto something, provided that you hit. You know what? Let me add one caveat. You can do this a number of times per hit equal to your level and must declare before rolling attack.
Hmm.
Gamble.
Now it's a gamble.
They used to roll the
Guys,
dice.
the dice. See the fear in my enemy's ass.
But this way, like, you at least have that. It's not just a matter of, oh yeah, I do this, this, and this. It's, I'm popping everything. Ah!
Yeah, which gives more Marcus vibe, honestly.
Yep.
Yep. And then Brawl Digivolution.
This is the one I really want to get to.
The first time you or Digimon Link to you hits an enemy, you may immediately Digivolve a Digimon Link to you to the highest available level, paying the total Digipoints necessary. You may only use this feature once per combat. So you come out swinging, and your partner's like, "Let's go!"
In this, fucking Lilith one.
It's so good.
Like, it's so cool.
You better believe, if anybody uses that ability during Ancient Crest campaign, I'm calling it Brawl Digivolution when they Digivolve.
100%.
Gonna hit with that.
Like, we need to find. We need to put.
Too.
Yeah, we need to find the soundboard for the soundboard. The Digivolution noise from Savers.
Oh yeah.
I'll get on that when I get a chance.
Yeah, we have Agent.
Hell
Don't
yeah.
worry. But we need to get there.
But overall, I feel
Because
as though
Salamon needs to go all the way to fucking Lilithmon with that.
that'd be so much fun. Oh my god.
It'd be so cool.
But I feel as though this is possibly
This one's super clean.
Yeah. And then we come to its counterpart, the File Shuffler.
The alternate universe girl.
Their level 3 proficiency gives it sleight of hand and chip dealing. Once per turn, you can partial reload your chips without using your tape. Oh, let me fix that because now it's a bonus action. Without using your bonus action, seemingly transforming the ones in your hands before your opponent's eyes. You may use this feature a number of times equal to your body modifier, and all uses recharge every day at 8 a.m. So this one is just, now you see them, now you don't. Look at my hand, now back to me, now back to my hand, now back to me. Where is my hand? It's in my chip binder. Now look at my hand, now back to me. What's this? I have a whole hand of new chips. Where did they come from? Just spamming them all day. The second that you get anything larger than a small chip binder, I am afraid of what you could pull off with
A
a
fun
good
idea of hiding it in the fucking lipstick tube.
Oh, that too. We'll get to that.
Oh, that was such a cool idea you gave me, and I was like, oh, this is perfect. Such anime villain bullshit.
And then, on top of that, the level 6 stacked hand ability. You can hold one extra digichip, which you have access to outside of your normal allotment. Treat any digivice you use as if it had +1 chip slot. That's huge, because it pretty much means you will be able to use, guaranteed, up to a minimum of 3 chips if you have a dingy little level 1 digivice. At higher levels, that can go up to 5 or 6. You could just explode effects on your opponent depending on how many chips you have ready at the time. Just Heather comes in with 5 body up 5 chips.
Comes in like fucking the hand from fucking the strings from fucking Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh my god. At that point, you would have access to power so readily, it would be a question of whether or not this is Heather George we're talking about, or All for One from My Hero Academia.
Honestly.
And then her last ability, Phantom Hand. Your dexterity is so skillful the eyes of the machine can't keep up. You choose to use 1 chip twice as you put it in 2 slots near simultaneously. You make a sleight of hand chip, check, not chip, where the DC is 12 plus the number of chip slots on your equipped digivice, which, by the way, stacked hand counts towards. You only expend this feature on a success. You may use this feature once a day, and it recharges at 8 a.m. every morning.
Just using thing for like official tournaments, or is that just clever?
Oh,
I'm not using chips that I'm not. Does that specifically count as cheating? Because that's just being like technically proficient.
I would say no. That does
That's
not
fair.
count as cheating. It's not
Like there are other
equipment.
plans I'm going to do. It's probably going to be counted as cheating.
I say it go like they're going to assume you're cheating, but when they look at it, like nothing's wrong. It's technically right.
Well, I technically only used the chips I had assigned.
You're going to have that one teacher.
Nothing I did. Everything I did.
Now see, right
Yeah, exactly.
there. She does it right there.
Mm-hmm.
Right as I'm sitting down. I don't know how she's doing it, but before she moves, there's no attack on my seat, and after she moves, there's attack.
It's key because it was dash.
Oh no, I was talking.
Just dash is the super speed.
I was talking as if it were in regards to Heather. But I get your point.
Okay. Sorry, because you thought you were quoting the quote directly, but fair.
Yeah.
The end result is coincidence? I think not.
Not. I legitimately forgot coincidence. I think not was an incredible slime. Like that's another quote that's just worked into my fucking vocab. Because it's that no capes.
Oh, great. So good.
I know, freeze. And yeah, just obligatory. Honey, where's my soup?
God.
Why do you need to know?
To lean fully into the Heather variant of that quote. I don't know how she does it, but before her hand moves, there's no chip in her digivice, and after her hand moves, there's a chip. Coincidence?
I think
not. God. I'm all imagining like the terrifying combo chip you can use Phantom Hand, like double all force or something.
Yeah.
Just imagine Heather rolls out with a fucking satchel bag, and she's not even like being fancy about it. She's just pulling out chips, smashing them in, throwing them into the bag, and rinse, wash, repeating as fast as she can.
Yeah. I think my favorite visual for this is the Seto Kaiba briefcase.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be. I think I actually put a briefcase in one of the as one of the items. I need to work on the item compendium.
As we were talking about it.
Yeah.
But I also do picture her coming in with the big handbag.
Now, would she wear the Seto Kaiba jacket? Is the question.
Oh
wait,
yes.
that the Wizardmon cloak. It would be perfect.
I already need the variant with the fucking brooch.
But that
You'll see. You'll all see tomorrow.
It's gonna be so much fun. But that is the file shuffler. And then
Yeah.
we come to the repair technician. Yet another short one, but a good one. You gain proficiency in analyze if you already had this proficiency. Yada yada. It's soul based. Their ability is called Data Patch. You have a knack for healing Digimon when they are injured. You have a pool of D4 you may use to heal Digimon and are linked to without expending it. Bleh, can't talk. You have a pool of D4 you may use to heal Digimon you are linked to without expending an action. The amount of D4 is equal to your soul modifier plus 1 and regain all uses every day at 8 a.m. It's lay on hands.
So what actions does it take?
Well, this doesn't expend an action. I'm going to say it's a bonus action.
Mm.
Yep. So it's lay on hands, effectively.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the combination of this with the healer path, or
That's probably kind of. I mean, that's fine.
Oh, the healer path? Yeah, this would work with that. This would be crafted. Oh my god.
Another small note. I'm noticing. Combine this with a little bit of talk about Task Manager, which we'll do in a minute. Should we switch those skills around?
What, the level 6 and level 3? Or
No. Switch the skill you get from Repair and Task Manager.
I see your point.
Because Restoration is effectively medicine, and Task Manager fits perfectly for Analyze.
Absolutely. Let's do that. Restoration. There we go. But yeah, just another generically good ability. Very handy.
Mm-hmm.
Then level 6, all Digimon you're linked to gain defense equal to half your Tamer level, which goes up to 12. So you can give all Digimon you're linked to just up to a plus 6.
Half your Tamer level, so plus 6, yeah.
Yep.
It will become 12 if you put the tail path with the Digimon.
Does the healer path do the same thing?
With the repair technician ability? Oh, absolutely. So this is cracked with 2 different paths, depending on which one you want to take.
So this could.
You think it could be a problem?
Yeah, and saving throws. I was thinking maybe that makes AC defense too high.
Actually, you might have a point.
But I'd have to see it the extreme. I'd have to see the extreme end, but also saving throws like this.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's the trick. That's the trick to taking out AC on anything. So in 5e, saving throws.
Quick calculation.
Because how much do we do saving throw for damage?
That's a good point.
Like that's not
just make it a bonus for
decent. No, that's decent. That happens decently enough. Saving throw for damage.
Yeah, I'd be fine with giving them making that change. 2 game.
No. What I mean is that's the way around a super high defense is saving throw for damage, like the way 5e does.
I see what you mean.
It's like you can have your 25, 26 AC freaking fighter, paladin, or whatever you want to do bullshit, but their saving throws are going to be lacking.
Yeah. How will we make that 8 save?
Like, have them make a dex save. Yeah, it's viable. The answer is viable.
God. I can't wait for the one of the texts where we do some trial and error about this, and I get to play like the ultimate AC wall.
Yeah, I want to try and break this game.
Real quick,
and if you want to try and break this,
AC we can go. 12.
Okay, so
what's the highest starting
Okay,
stat?
so we're rolling 2d6 and plus 3, so it's a 15.
Okay, 15, then plus 5 for champion, Dark Digivolution, assume Dark Digivolution or special for the whole thing.
So yeah, 20, so we got a 20, which is a plus 6.
30, oh my god.
Plus 7. Sorry, a 20, which is a plus 7, sorry. An extra 30, so that's a plus 10. So that's a defense of 20 right there.
And then at level 12, plus 6 for the ability, so 26.
26.
Plus the armor, plus the defense tamer path. What does that one do?
Same thing.
Same thing? Oh
So
my god.
32. Assuming they have like a hardened body trait, that's like 34 at minimum, and I'm probably able to push that further if I looked at every little option.
Yeah, it's not. That's
Assuming
not.
they have the trait like Sayakomon has, that gives them two extra.
Yeah. Yeah,
The
that's not
worst
good if
part
they have to.
is,
Mm.
it's still
What?
feasible to hit. Depending on
It's not impossible.
Depending on the chips you have, it's actually very possible to still be able to damage something like that.
Yeah, it's possible.
That's kind of reassuring to know. Well, with all the crazy things that go in and out of the system.
Yeah, totally. And as I was going to say before that conversation happened, and if you'd like to try and break this game as well, join the Discord, because we might be doing, there might be still some test games for the public at some point.
Yeah, join us.
Join us.
Join us.
Oh, and then
The
their level
greater
9
good.
ability. By giving up one turn of Tamer actions, one Digimon in your League 2 cannot be hit by attacks of any kind until the end of your next turn. You may use this ability once per day and it recharges every morning at 8 a.m. So this one is just, you are invincible for a short duration. Bear in mind, it's by attacks, not saving throws. Saving throws will still damage. But if it's an upfront Gaia Force to the face, your Digimon could survive.
Neat.
This is meant to be a panic button of, I'm fighting a Pokemon and he just world-ended my Digimon. Survive. Live, my son.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
What do you think? Too good or...
It's powerful. I'm just trying to think if it's like too good, or is it like is something we want to limit to like half damage from everything until the end of your next turn. I'm just trying to debate.
Like,
I like the one. I like the one turn invincibility.
This isn't good for game balance.
It depends. That feels dependent on
attack
what
rolls
Digimon.
too. Yeah, it's just attack rolls too.
If you have no attack saving throws, that's basically a follow if you can't just save for a turn.
Yeah, but that's something you can scout out at least and see what the Digimon does before you hit the show ship button. I think it's fine as it is, but like keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna have to see how it plays out somewhat by someone actually playing it.
Yeah. I'm fine with changing it if it needs to be.
Yeah. If someone plays it at a level we can actually use the level 9, we'll see what happens.
Oh, don't worry. You guys will probably hit that during my Bravehearts campaign.
Yeah, it's just gonna, be a while, because 17 other things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, this one, Task Manager. This is the last light subclass. Proficiency and Analyze. Their level 3 ability is United Network. You can draw on the people around you to augment your Digimon. Any tamer linked to a Digimon you're linked to gains access to the programs on your Digivice and vice versa. Using a program from an ally's Digivice will take up one chip slot and expend your ally's use of that program. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency modifier +1 and regain all expended uses at 8 a.m. every day. If an ally uses this feature, this also expends one of your uses. So basically, your allies can use your programs, and you can use your allies' programs.
Neat.
Think of this as the opposite of that other one from earlier. Mine's blanking.
Interesting.
This is very situational, but if set up correctly, you and your allies could be set up with a very nice combo, depending on who's present and who's not. Literally, my friends are my power.
Yep.
I can feel you already thinking from here.
Yeah, I was also trying not to break out laughing at my friends or my power because the Kingdom Hearts theme just started playing in my head.
My
My
friends
friends-
are my power.
My power. Um,
Yeah, it's gonna be depending on what they have with its stuff, but yeah.
yeah, I don't hate it. Like, it's very dependent, but that's kind of the point of the class a little.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
Like, this and a file shuffler would be nasty together.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, they just give you whatever chip they fucking want, basically.
At that point, you two would probably be able to recreate the beginning of the digital world.
Ugh.
In the beginning, there were chips, and the Digigod said, "Pass me a program."
Moses parted the Red Sea with the Digichip, etc.
Oh my god.
My favorite part of canon Beyblade lore.
Yep, my favorite part.
It's so good. Especially because it was Lightning El Drago specifically.
I didn't even realize that. Because I've not seen Metal Fusion or whichever version that was. So,
It was Metal Fusion, I can confirm
Yeah, I
firsthand.
fully
That was
believe
El
you.
Drago. Apparently
yeah,
Napoleon
I've
owned
only
it too.
seen original Beyblade, so
Metal Fusion is actually kind of good, not gonna lie.
I've heard banger things. I've only seen the original Beyblade.
It sure is.
I've heard good things.
We should watch the episode done with Applemon.
Oh my god.
I'm not against
yes.
this.
Their level 6 ability is called the Best Company. When you reach 0 program uses on your Digivice, you get one last benefit from your comrades and recover 2 D points for every tamer linked to you. So you're on a timer, and you can use D points however you like. If you're mutually linked to somebody else through the first ability, you're gonna get 2 D points back for every person you're linked to like that. You are at the center
Wait.
of a great web.
Wait, how? I should probably ask this. How do you expend program? Elaborate.
So when you I should rephrase that. Oh wait, actually hold on. Now that I think about it, yeah, I am going to have to change that because before programs were expendable, like how D chips were, but I changed
So it's
that
when
a
you
while
run out
ago.
of chips. When you have 0 chips available.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. When you have 0 chips available in your binder, let's say.
There's an option to switch a used chip from one in your binder, right?
Hmm.
Or is it an action or a bonus action?
It's
Or do you just not be able to do that? Can you not just not do that in combat?
you can switch stuff between your binder and out of binder in combat. I'm just trying to think of how to word this. The idea was like you're out of options, but you didn't hear no bell.
No, I'm just checking like how, like if you've used up all the ones in your hand right now, how do you get more basically?
Oh, partial and full reloads.
And that-
a partial reload,
Right, yes.
up to half, you can switch them out. A full reload is an action, and you switch out all of them.
Right, thank you. That's the bit I was looking for.
Interesting. I feel like this one benefits for having a small binder.
Weirdly enough, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like small binder of very high powered chips.
Yeah, being hyper aggressive and then doing that.
So usable chips available for you in your binder. Yeah, so once you hit 0 usable chips in your binder, you get a sudden wind burst, pretty much. Or a second wind.
Gotcha.
Which makes sense because this is program based, so it makes sense that you would want to go through your chips and then you still got your programs to tide you over. And then the level 9 United Efforts ability exemplifies that pretty well. When you use a program, it applies to all Digimon linked to you. You use this ability once per day and it recharges every morning.
All full speed.
Yep. Dear God. But yes.
I love the terrifying things you can do with that.
At some point, I really need to reconsider how to balance programs to avoid situations like that, but at the same time, it's so much fun.
We'll find out when we start testing it.
It's a very high-powered chip. You are level 9. It is once you need to be having mega level Digimon to do it. You're already doing bullshit like this. It's once per day. You're using that many resources. Let people do bullshit like this.
Valid.
Like if you are, that is the thing. Is people like, oh, even if you're using this many resources, why does it have to be like limited? I'm like, no, if you're using 3 different resources like that, and it is gated behind 2 different resources, and you're gated to level 9 to do it, go fucking wild. This is your capstone. Capstone should be cool.
Exactly. That's kind of what I was going for with all of them, to make it like, this is your ultimate. This is like the pinnacle of what somebody doing this should be able to do.
So, yeah. Like, there's worries that it could be too unbalanced, but like, at least aim for the sky.
At some point, I'm going to have to hold high-level combat simulations just to accommodate for this kind of thing and see how it would go. But I imagine it would go very well.
We'll find out.
And now, we're all through the light subclasses, so now we shall take a step onto the dark side. So, the following subclasses are considered to be more evil-leaning as they take advantage of Digimon in ways that are considered harmful to them, and I highly recommend in-game consequences as a result of these actions. These classes are designed with narrative redemption arcs in mind, however, and if a player wants to stay evil, that is up to their discretion. So, you can be the Digimon Emperor, or you can be Captain. But you can't be both. Right now, I would say Blake is kind of middling. He's trying to do better, but that last fuck up was completely
but
and utterly
accidentally
his
into
fault.
Digimon Emperor.
Yeah. Which is fitting because the next subclass we're reviewing is his. The Frame Hijacker.
Yeah.
You gain proficiency in hack, yada yada. His level 3 ability is Unstable Digivolution. You know how Digimon's inner workings connect and how to force them to fight. You choose the number of Digimon you're linked to equal to your mind modifier and force them to Dark Digivolve, paying 2D points per Digimon. When evolved this way, Digimon do not unleash from your Digivice, and you can bypass Digivolution clearance with this feature. When you do, the Digimon has a chance to go into the digital hazard state regardless of intention on a roll of 50 or higher on a D100. You may only use this feature 3 times a day, and the amount increases to 5 at level 6 and 7 at level 9. This feature recharges every day at 8 a.m. Digital hazard state, real quick, is effectively a state where the Digimon will unleash from the Digivice by force. It will work around that little tidbit where Digimon who Dark Digivolve don't unlink. It's a really weird way to go about it, I know, but it was spur of the moment. So
There's a comparison I can make. Everyone needs the picture in their mind. The episodes where Gargomon and Growlmon digivolve for the first times.
Yep, that's what I'm aiming for. Things like that. I would say that was the digital hazard state at work. They physically can't stop themselves.
More so Growlmon, but not
more so Growlmon.
Not Growl. More so
Or
Growlmon, not Gargomon. No, there was an episode where Growlmon went ham.
Was there? It's been so long.
I'm pretty sure there was an episode where Growlmon went wild for an episode. Because wasn't he stuck as Growlmon for a bit too?
Yeah, but that was more because he couldn't de-digivolve. Like,
yeah, I just remember him rampaging. But I also could be thinking of more just the Gargomon in the Yggdrasil episode.
I remember the Gargomon one. I don't remember the Growlmon. AJ. Oh, she has earphones on. Never mind.
Got her AirPods in.
But I can't hear you. Though. Gargomon, I would say, would be an expression of the digital hazard state. Like, they physically can't stop what they're doing. They don't recognize their surroundings.
But yes, more specifically, I think with the Guilmon line, Megidramon.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're just
If
going
I'm
wild.
yeah,
Or,
if I'm,
Skullgreymon.
if I'm reading this correctly, could you just force this one to keep going up stages?
Yes.
If
Okay.
you want to deal with that bullshit, yes.
Yeah, you deal with the
Do you want
controversy.
to deal with a Dark Digivolve Digimon that can only be stopped by reducing its HP to 0? Because you can.
Yeah.
Theoretically, Blake could have forced Metal Tyrannomon to go even further, but at that point the risk was too great. If he did it again and it failed, there was going to be a bigger problem than that data sim.
I would be curious what his mega would have been.
The answer
Be
may
a couple
surprise you.
things. It's either Machine Dramon or Rust Tyrannomon.
Could be.
Those are the normal. Though I know we don't follow those necessarily in this game,
Could.
but Storm went to Black Tyrannomon and Metal Tyrannomon. It was somewhat of the normal line.
Yeah. Interesting. His level 6 ability, Chain Digivolution. Normal Digivolutions now qualify as Dark Digivolutions for you. So going back to that whole Dark Digimon, don't unlink from your Digivice, this is supposed to be some kind of stabilized dark form. But, yeah, that's still kind of fucked up, though. It's supposed to be an expression of the power of Dark Digivolution without any of the risk involved. As per typical. Like, imagine if Ty had managed to, like, calm down Skullgreymon enough to get him to listen. And then their level 9 ability is Heart's Digivolution. You know the inner workings of Digivolution to such a fine degree, you can now influence the path they take. When your Digimon evolves, you can choose their path between their standard and their dark path. You can also switch freely between them at will by spending 2 Digipoints to transform your partner back and forth between 2 different forms so long as they are on the same stage. So no big flashy level 9 ability here, but you have access to your full repertoire of forms. Most Digimon aren't supposed to be able to do that.
Yeah, essentially you get a slide evolution for technically.
Effectively, they have a slight evolution for every stage.
Nice.
I can hear you alright.
Nah, you're fine. I'm looking through and just making sure.
It sounds...
All seems fine.
Excellent. But yeah, this is what Blake do.
Yeah.
But from here on, it gets a little more fucky because it's a little, some of these, I don't know what I was cooking, but I cooked. The Bot Master gets proficiency in Analyze. Their level 3 ability is Data Duplication. As an action, you can create false copies of your Digimon within 10 feet of their progenitor using their life force to do so. You can only create a number of clones equal to your Digivice's empty link slots, with each one inheriting an amount of HP from the original. You decide how much HP each clone starts with and deduct it from your partner's HP. While any clones exist, you cannot link to any other Digimon except your partner and their clones, and if your partner is deleted, the clones will be deleted as well. The clones created are perfect copies of your Digimon every way, but disappear when deleted or when combat ends, and can only attack using your Digimon's basic attacks. These clones all take their turns at the same time as your partner, and this feature can only be used a number of times equal to your soul modifier. This feature recharges every day at 8 a.m.
That's a lot of clones, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but your partner is going to get, like... They can only use basic attacks, so your partner is going to get a bunch of basic attacks, and then their special in. Feasibly speaking, this strategy could take down a champion with a rookie. And likewise for every other stage. Just by pure numbers.
Yep.
It's also really messed up. Hack tactics would be insane with this.
It's very glass cannon-y, though.
Can you?
Because you're literally tearing bits off your Digimon's data, and
It's so messed up. I love it.
no, it's fucked. I love it, but
Man, this would be perfect for a Karamon.
Oh, absolutely. Dear God. And it only gets worse. Their level 6 ability is called Bad Company. When you duplicate
sorry, Storm. This is the dub. Worst company.
Oh shit, you're right. Hold on. You joke,
Nice.
but I don't want to get copyrighted.
JoJo's reference.
Heh.
JoJo
What?
dub names are one of my favorite things. Legitimately.
I love JoJo dub names so much. They're so stupid.
Sticky finger.
Zipper!
Sorry, Zipperman. Blueford, my beloved.
Their level 6 ability is Worst Company. When you duplicate a champion level Digimon or higher, the strain on your Digimon begins to show. And now the clones can use all the attacks your partner normally has access to as his personality is split among them.
Gross.
Yep.
I just yeah.
Really messed up.
Just the pepper breath barrage.
Yeah, I'm just imagining, like, depending on the moves, this would be very terrifying or very problematic, like healing.
Can you
somehow.
imagine if you multiplied a Wizardmon and had them all use Bolt Break?
Oh god, the body kill. Oh no.
Well, don't give me ideas.
Hey, at least
I'm not doing it. Don't give
Technically,
me ideas.
technically, you won't have to use your. This one won't die, but you have to watch him die multiple times. Technically,
The worst part is your
I
partner
just have to
doesn't
watch
get
this
that.
die. One die over and over and over again.
Your partner doesn't regain their HP when combat ends, so he's a permanent, effectively, until they take a long rest. But that changes with the level 9 ability, Stronger Together. Your clones now represent shadowy abstract constructs, an absent silhouette of the true form. As an action on your turn, or when your partner is hit by an attack, you may have a clone within 10 feet of your partner delete itself to be absorbed back into the main body. Any remaining HP the clone possesses is added back into your partner's HP. So now, instead of a true clone, it's more like a copy paste of the Digimon.
Yeah.
And they can rejoin.
That's good. I'm just imagining this on a Digimon with healing.
Oh, that would be cracked.
Yeah,
Just a
no.
bunch of
Being
Sistermon healing each other every turn.
yeah. Just something terrifying. Like, yeah, you're not
Awful.
healing this Digimon. Figure out what different way of doing this situation.
I need somebody with a Numemon partner to split them up into multiple Numemon, so that way
All
they
are
have
Numemon.
Yes. But yeah, how do you guys feel about this?
I love that so much.
It's good concept. I can't wait
Yeah,
for
it's
us to deal
real
with
good
that.
villain bullshit. Yeah,
It's gonna
it's
be
real
real
good
fun.
villain bullshit.
I plan on having at least one character for every subclass, so that we get representation in the game, at least NPC wise. And then this one's one of my favorites, the Frame Cracker. You gain proficiency in sleight of hand or body. Data expansion. By using your tamer action, you force more data into your partner, turning them monstrous. Their size, HP, and body stat all double. This unstable transformation lasts a number of turns equal to your proficiency modifier, and at the end of that duration, your partner returns to normal and retains all damage inflicted on them during that time until healed or your next long rest. You may use this feature a number of times equal to your body modifier, recharging each morning at 8 a.m.
I mean, that could be a big problem on later levels.
Yep. Because it's a worthwhile gamble if your Digimon can benefit from it. But the problem is, if they take too much damage and then revert to normal, they will die.
The main problem is of the same full thing of, man, it's always double the stat.
Yeah,
of the body stat.
Sure is double the body stat.
Mm-hmm. So unless you have a way of going around AC, if that's a big problem.
Yep.
It just becomes I'm just gonna leave and just leave so that goes away.
I'm just gonna go.
Just gonna
I'm
dip.
just gonna get out of here.
Bye bye.
See you.
I'll be back. I'll be back in like 2 minutes after that's done.
Fuck this shit. I'm out.
Yeah, sure. That's official. Fuck
Just
that.
jumps through the window.
Oh, oh god! Imagine it on an Examon.
Oh god.
Oh my god. It would become the world.
The final boss. Fight right now. Raid boss.
Imagine that on a Waymon.
Christ.
Giant whale.
Thick.
Waymon, use tackle. Help.
You splash to tsunami.
The only
There
time it
goes
would actually be
Hawaii.
doing
There
it.
goes Hawaii.
Goes away.
There goes Hawaii. The island. is
Yeah,
gone.
it's gone.
Then there's the level 6 ability, Law of the Jungle. When your partner, I should probably I should probably change the wording because it always specifies your partner. When
A Digimon link to you.
Let's say affected by data expansion.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. That's
What did
definitely fair.
I mean, the question then is,
That is depending
yeah.
on what Digimon they have.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? No, let's do a Digimon link to you.
Yeah, because you're already doing data expansion, their size already goes up 1.
Yeah.
Which limits it.
Oh,
Would we say that's based on their original size?
nope. That is based off of the size they currently are.
Okay.
So,
Gargantuan Waymon, let's go.
Got jank.
this,
Mountain-sized Examon.
you get this for 2 turns at level 3. Better use it wisely. At later levels, it gets better, but Jesus.
It's definitely a kill at low levels.
Oh, yeah. Level 6 Law of the Jungle. When a Digimon linked to you attacks a Digimon smaller than it has advantage. When it attacks a Digimon bigger than it has disadvantage. So the idea is become big. Become the toughest.
Until you fight the biggest one, and then you're scared.
Yep. At level 9, Critical Mass. When a Digimon linked to you attacks a Digimon smaller than it has an extended critical range, and Digimon can't gain advantage on attacks against Digimon linked to you. You are the biggest. You're the giant rat who makes all of the rules.
Subclass requires you. So you're always the apex player.
Yep.
Alright, note to self, giant Chubon partner.
Well, I don't mind if I do.
Dumb ideas.
Then how many more we got? Got 3 more. Damn, I made a bunch of these. Next up, we have the Display Breaker. You get proficiency in Hack, and their level 3 ability is Display Alter. At the start of the battle, you can make a Hack check where the DC is 8 plus 3 per enemy Digimon. I'm gonna amend that per enemy Digimon / Tamer. And on a success, information regarding your Digimon status is obscured or altered to all present enemies. Using this feature for the rest of combat, you may alter your Digimon's information displayed from an analyze check in any way you wish, such as HP of one Digimon linked to you will appear as any number of your choosing for the duration of the battle. When a Digimon you're linked to takes damage, the Digimon's HP will display as having taken 1 damage. When a Digimon you're linked to deals damage, the target displays as having taken all but 1/10 of HP and damage. Any Digimon or Tamer may make a bond check during their turn to see through the digital facade. On a failure, they are at best suspicious, at worst completely fooled, and will act accordingly. You may use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency modifier and regain all uses at 8 a.m. So this is the fuck around subclass.
So this subclass is always odd to me, because it implies that
This one
you're
would
gonna
work-
have to be fucking around with. You're going to have some like. This implies the default way to play is hiding health bars.
Yeah, being deceptive.
Yep.
Like, how does this?
Okay.
How would this play on a normal tabletop when you don't have a visual?
So
Like, would you just tell them like it's interesting, but it plays with the like format of the way you play the game in the real world. If that in our world,
that's a good point. That is a very good point.
it's a concern of like how does this function? It's really cool in universe. It's
I
just
would say I should probably make a note on that. I'm gonna hold on. Leave a note for DMs. Because, like, okay, the way it should work out of game is that the DM will tell you the information you are seeing and potentially give you bond check rolls to like see through it if it's what's in front of you.
it's
Because
just that we naturally just see health bars, which technically not all of us should be able to see theoretically.
oh no, this is okay. So you can see your own health bars. You can't see your
In Ancient
opponents unless you
Crests, we don't normally see the opponents. Yeah.
yeah. But if you analyze an opponent, you get that information. So the idea is
So you can just turn on the health bar for the opponent on roll 20, I guess. Yeah, fair enough then.
Yeah. So like I analyze my opponent, what do I see? And then the DM will tell me like what I see per the ability, provided
Just
that
throw the health bar open on for a visual, and then they'll just use that as a fake health bar, I guess, as a display breaker.
Or just give you a fake number and have you make the check without knowing it. This one's a little tricky to work around, I admit that.
Yeah. Just a little bit of DM advice for like playing it on virtual tabletops, I guess, because it does need some finagling. It just needs some finagling to actually work out, like on a meta sense.
From a player's perspective, it seems like a lot of fun, but like if
100%,
if you're playing,
it's just 100%, absolutely interesting. It's just, and I'm sure on a DM it'll be fine. It's just having to be finagled.
Yeah. And then
because then you'd have to have an actual health bar versus like a display health bar, and
yeah,
yeah.
Oh right, I forgot one of them was designed by Claire. The next one is designed by Claire, but we'll get there in a second. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna leave a note in the just to be like, hey, for DMs who run this, be wary of this subclass. It requires deception. Thankfully, I think the level 6 and 9 abilities might be pretty good. The level 6 ability is Graphics Breakdown. When a Digimon linked to you would move during his turn, you make a hack check, 8+3 per enemy Digimon, and on success, that Digimon will create an image copy and is obscured in its position, appearing as if it had not moved until the copy is attacked or until the actual Digimon attacks. So this one is a little bit more simplistic because it's just positioning. And there are plenty of ways that this could be debunked. I'm definitely going to leave a note about this subclass now that I think about it. But I'm imagining that
this is like kind of have to fuck around on the virtual tabletops.
Yeah. But I imagine that in universe it would disappear as like a more static image of the Digimon in question. Out of universe, I imagine that the DM would simply just not move it, but leave a mark on the GM layer to where it actually is.
Yeah. That's how I do it, is have a second token on the GM layer.
Yep.
Of like where they actually are, and just
Yeah. And then their level 9 ability is Blackout.
It's how I do invisible creatures.
Hell yeah. You make a hack check, 8+ Adds 3 per enemy Digimon. On a success, all Digimon linked to you are obscured and may move immediately up to their movement speed, ignoring turn order. Bear in mind, they're not obscured after the fact. It's just they suddenly in and out
Yeah,
of existence.
exactly. Yeah. The rubber band catches up.
And despite the weirdness, how do y'all feel about that one?
I think it's super interesting. It's just going to be something you need to specifically try to manage.
Yeah.
It's gonna require some finessing.
And on the, very low chance this ever gets played on actual paper, on actual, like, pen and paper. Yeah, something to consider.
Yeah. The next one is a little bit more... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Seems neat. Seems like
100%.
interesting enemy to fight, and for players, we gotta figure that out.
Yeah, I can already see the the campaign implications of one of these.
It could definitely be fun, though.
Oh, super.
The next one was a suggestion by Claire. It's called the Software Corruptor. A lot of these have proficiency in hack. That's because a lot of these are still half done. I still need to put the finishing touches on a lot of them, but I do have the basics. Their ability is called Texture Surprise. Starting at level 3, you can hack into your Digivice to manipulate your Digimon's position, causing rampant effects to you and those you're fighting. Once per turn, you can roll for an effect off the glitch table, and then use each 12 to determine which Digimon it affects. 1 through 6, it affects a Digimon of your choice. 7 through 12, it affects an enemy Digimon of the DM's choice. So, a lot of things could happen here. On a 1...
This is wild magic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Moves 10 feet in a direction. 2, becomes afflicted by panic. 3, target Digimon switches places with another Digimon that they are linked to. If no Digimon is linked to the target, nothing happens. 4, the target becomes afflicted with dot. 5, target has disadvantage on their attack. 6, target becomes afflicted with burn. You use this. No. Heh. Can't talk. You use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency modifier and regain all expended uses at 8 a.m. every day. It's not the most complex. I feel like I should make some more varied effects for it, but overall, I feel like it's kind of solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It works. Once you hack into your opponent's Digimon, the rest of your own Digimon becomes miserable.
Oh
Unless...
You just need to hack into one of their Digimon because they're all linked together. So if at that point though, the DM would probably have a hard time choosing which Digimon it would affect, other than coin toss.
Mm-hmm.
Their level 6 ability is Probability Breakdown. Glitch Table gains 2 extra choices. On a 7, one Digimon you're linked to recovers 20 HP. On an 8, they gain fly speed equal to their walking speed. If they already have fly speed, it doubles. Additionally, you may reduce or add 2 to your dice rolls for this feature by spending 1 D point per roll affected.
Power.
I would say, like, reduce or add, like, 1 or 2 so you can fine-tune it.
You know what, that's fair. Let's make that a 1. So, like,
But
1 per D point.
Yeah, okay.
Now I'm really
Just kind of nudging the dice, as it were.
Yeah.
I feel like this ability should have more uses because you only get it's only equals to your proficiency bonus.
Maybe put out to your mind modifier.
That might be better, yeah. Mind modifier
Plus 1.
plus 1.
Hmm?
Oh, that plus 12.
Oh, no, that's fair. I definitely want to vary the effects a little bit more, so that way it's not just movement, disadvantage, status effect. But that's going to take some thinking.
Yeah.
And then their level 9 ability is Chance Unleashed. Once per day, you may roll off the glitch table up to 3 times and immediately apply all 3 effects to any one Digimon. This effect recharges
Storm,
every day at 8 a.m.
If you need suggestions, Storm, either look at the wild magic table or the spell confusion in 5e.
I might look at the wild magic table. I did have some ideas, like
Yeah,
the Digimon temporarily becomes a
turns into a potted plant.
turns into a Numamon, but
There's the potted plant. Yeah.
yep. It's not even a
Yeah,
Numamon
but
that can
also look
attack.
at the
It
spell
just
confusion,
is.
because one of those options is makes a basic attack against an enemy the closest target and
Ooh,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Or like again, literally moves in a random direction. Like there's some dumb shit. There's some really fun shit with confusion.
Hell yeah.
People don't really look into unless they're facing a Fomorian.
I'll probably end up using
Just
that.
a couple.
At least like
Yeah.
on some level.
Yeah. Just inspiration.
Yeah. I get
Remember,
inspiration.
the tricks are real. The tricks are real true homebrew. Stealing from other things as hard as you possibly can.
Let's go. The last subclass before we hit items is the exploit admin. Their level 3 ability is strict teachings. Starting at level 3, you expect nothing but perfection for your Digimon and can enforce discipline on them to draw out their latent abilities. When your lead Digimon attacks and release a Digimon, you may use your Tamer bonus action to force your Digimon to take another attack action immediately. If this attack misses, the lead Digimon loses defense equal to their body modifier until the end of their next turn.
Neat.
Yeah, seems decent.
You will be perfect!
Yeah.
Cracks whip.
I imagine like I have to do this to them, or there won't be a problem for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Like a black Gilmon or something.
Mm-hmm.
Their level 6 is Vicious Perfection. When attacking an enemy Digimon, if they're below half health, this Digimon gains advantage on all attack rolls.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for the kill. Delete them. Eat them. Become more powerful. Do it again.
Man.
The level 9 ability is King of Combat. When dealing damage to a Digimon below half health, you may treat one instance of damage as a critical hit. Until combat ends, all Digimon gain advantage when attacking the Digimon who dealt the damage. This feature can only be used once per day and recharges every day at 8 a.m.
I feel like that's when you put in all the damage, all the dice, the chips that always boost your damage and strike.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm getting rid of the specific dish one.
Deletion Impulse 5. 3 separate times.
Yep.
Yeah, fair.
But if you miss, if you don't hit that kill, then until combat ends, they are going to get fucked.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's probably. Yeah.
And that is all of the subclasses.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Womp, womp, womp. Yeah.
What do you guys think of this monthly assortment? Outside of the
It's,
stuff we
these are
Yeah.
super fun, and I've already got like ideas for my games and stuff,
Yeah, they seem interesting.
like for the test games.
Yeah, I have to see them in action, but they seem
Oh,
neat.
100%. Yeah.
there's a lot of things that I'm still thinking of subclasses. Right now I'm trying to figure out how to make either a new class separate from the base Tamer class based off of Atmon or Digimon Fusion because those two are weirdly adjacent to each other in that they both feature mechanics revolving around using 2 or more Digimon or Atmon to power up.
Mhm. And you're still in the frontier thing, right?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing that too. So expect at least 2 other classes that I haven't even gotten around to yet because I'm still trying to figure out the mechanics. So altogether, with these, I'm thinking maybe 2 or 3 subclasses per class. So 2 more classes and 6 more subclasses. This is going to be a big ass document.
Yeah.
It'll be worth it.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, at least, I feel as though that's where we should probably hop off because I
Yeah.
still got prep work for tomorrow, and I'm hungry.
Fair.
So we will see you all the next time.
Bye
Well,
bye.
next time being tomorrow.
Yeah. See you tomorrow, folks.
Have a good
Yeah, I'm
night.
so excited.
Same.
Bye.